Report is Cloud, producer's job. They wanna be down with the
He's in here, man, from Top Dog Entertainment. ScHoolboy Q. Q, what up, baby? What up, Puffy? How do you feel, man? Oxymoron, finally.
Got the monkey off my back, feel like that, so it's cool, you feel me? All them years, 2 years, you know, now it's out and the people got it. And it's gonna be #1, so that's a blessing.
Why do you feel like, you know, obviously when you work on a project, sometimes you feel like, well, this is like coming together, but there may be a couple of pieces that aren't fully there, like that you know, I'm not ready yet to share this. Like, what was it about the album that kind of led to those delays and you felt like was missing? And like, what were those final pieces that you put together that felt like, okay, now I'm ready to roll?
I grew up on Fig, like, my name's ScHoolboy. It comes from me having good grades, but it also comes from a dude that's from my neighborhood that's named ScHoolboy, and he was a pimp. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Like, when I was younger, had all the Kango hats and, like, you know what I'm saying? Used to walk around in a robe and shit. Like, yeah, on 51st
You had a
and
robe
shit.
in the hood?
Yeah, Jerry curl robe.
He didn't have like a Cameron cape or anything.
Nah. But, yeah, you know what I'm saying? He had the robe, all that. So I ran with it. I ran with his name and shit. So I had to get that groove line off, you know, like that tell the tale of prostitution and pimping. How it goes.
You have
on.
the Groove Line Part 2, and
Yeah,
you got
that's what I'm
Sugar Free
saying.
on there. That's crazy.
Yeah, I knew Sugar Free was gonna give me that real pimp game. You know what I'm saying? I never been a pimp. Like I said, I'm just telling my story.
You sure,
like, of
Q?
What nah, just telling my story.
Do you believe
you
in
know,
everybody? Do you believe that?
telling my story. That's all.
No, but and like obviously your story is a crazy story of your environment and growing up in gangs and the whole thing. It's like, how do you think? And like, I remember I saw some things you were talking about, like how Gangsta Rap at this point now in 2014 may not be fully appreciated the way it once was. So I feel like your stuff is like the art of gangster rap in 2014. You know, was that the mind state when you was putting this together?
Yeah, I mean, most of my albums are all dark pretty much, but this one I wanted to keep it real raw, you know what I'm saying? Because people, they hear like aggressive rappers and they say no substance. Like, I don't get that. Like, how me saying somebody getting killed, rapping about somebody getting killed, or me running from somebody trying to kill me is no substance. Like, you clearly live behind a computer your whole life. You get what I'm saying? Like, they say what I rap about getting faded. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I talk about various times how many addictions I done had. You get what I'm saying? Like, these are all substance. Like, people like the new rapper now is like super nice. You know what I mean? Like, you got the like everybody's nice. Like, everybody's nice. Nobody wants to say nothing about nobody. Niggas is doing interviews like they in the NBA now. You get what I'm saying? Like we rappers, like, just say no, or I don't know.
No,
what
you
the
don't
fuck
hold
you
your
talking
tongue.
about.
That's the thing. You'll say
Yeah,
it.
like
You'll say
niggas
it.
is answering shit like they in the NBA. It's just a whole WWE thing about this rap shit, you know.
Why do you think it's become that? Like, why has it moved in that direction?
This niggas is too nice. You get what I'm saying? Like, once like Game and 50 and them like stop beefing or whatever, like gangster rap just like fell off the map. You get what I'm saying? Like, it was just done. And all the news nice niggas came up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's the new age. Like, people are not really gangbanging like they used to. People are not really being on the corners in the blocks and selling drugs like they used to, because you got the internet now. You know, you niggas is trying to be rappers. Anybody could just upload your shit on YouTube now and fuck around and get famous. You know, niggas is playing a video game. Niggas is looking on the website to see what clothes they want. Niggas is trying to get fresh now. So, you know what I mean? Niggas ain't outside no more, so they don't relate to some of the shit you talking about. They don't get it.
You was obviously growing up, you know, for people that don't know, from a very young age, I think he was about 12, you know, getting caught in the gang life and joining that. Like, talk a little bit about that upbringing for people that don't know, and like, why is your story authentic, and how did you become that person impacted from a young age to live that life?
I mean, on some real shit, like, it starts before 12. Like, you born into it, you know? Like, you coming up and you hear one of your homeboys, brothers, or your uncles, you know what I'm saying, or cousin, hear him say cuz and cuz or blood, or, you know what I'm saying, all the time. Then you saying it, and then next thing you know, he's fully into the gang. And all it takes is one of your homies or one of your family members to get in the gang, and then he gets into a fade and you with him, so you fighting with him. So now it's like, you basically from the gang, and then next thing you know, you embrace it, and now you from the gang. And now it's two of y'all, then the third person do it, you get what I'm saying? The fourth person do it. Next thing
United
you
in
know,
it now,
your
yeah.
whole homies that y'all was kids coming up talking about we're going to be in the NBA and playing football. We all from the set now. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
So, yeah, that shit is crazy coming up. But, like I said, I'm the All-American. Like, I done did it all. Like, I done had a
This is
job.
new thing. He's an All-American.
Yeah,
Explain that.
yeah. I done had a job.
He's an All-American.
I've been an athlete. I done went to jail. I done, you know what I'm saying, been a father. I've been a bad father. I done been an addict, dope dealer, like everything.
But it starts with first those early teenage years and getting caught in the life. And like you said, like you was the person that, you still was going to school. You still was in athletics, but you still was living the street life. Like,
Yeah,
how did you balance that?
My mama went to work at night. She worked nights, graveyard, like from 10:30 or some shit to like 6 or.
The night shift.
Yeah. One of the night, whatever time it was. But once she gone, I would leave. You know what I'm saying?
Freedom.
Yeah. All the time I would leave, cause my mom, she was a single parent. So I was always just no sneaking out the door. Just go, leave, go with the homies, chill, come back home, go to school the next day.
So what does oxymoron specifically represent in that narrative in your mind?
It represents the bad and the good. It's like the mid range of my career. It's like on my lifestyle, my past life. It was like when my daughter was like 1.5 years old, 2 years old. This is what this album like takes me to, Yeah. Like all this shit I'm talking about is past. Like I'm not that nigga no more. Like gang banging and selling drugs, asking a bitch to sell that pussy for me. You get what I'm saying? Like yeah. So all that shit is past shit, and I just wanted to get that off.
I give you props as an artist. I feel like, you've grown a lot and progressed as an artist. I want to talk to you about that, just the actual nuts and bolts of it. Because, like, your wordplay, your flows, like, you could approach a track and sound like two different rappers at times. Like, talk a little bit about your process of how you even make a song. Like take a song from the album, like, let's say, like, Break the Bank or something like that. Like, how do you approach those kind of songs? And, like, it seems like you're very, like, hook-driven, bridge-driven. Like, you put a lot of extra effort into the arrangement of songs, and I don't know if people fully grasp it.
Well, my process, like for a song like Break the Bank, like all my songs, all like my writing processes are like the same. Like I'd sit there, I smoke a lot of weed, and I just let the beat play.
No.
And I just let the beat play for however long. Like sometimes I'll let the beat play 12 hours. I ain't even wrote nothing down. You know what I mean? Just catching a vibe, seeing what I want to do. Because, like, I'm not, like, one of them rappers that could just, like, go to the studio and, like, knock out 6, 7 songs. Like, all my shit is, like, real life, true. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know how to just rap about make-believe shit. Like, get off right quick. Like, I don't know how to do that shit. Like, like, I really talk about shit, like, my experiences. Like, so... Yeah, I don't get out like that.
Do you feel tempted? Because obviously now, with TDE and the great success you guys have had with, Kendrick and the things you've impacted, was it difficult to stay, locked into the narrative of what you want to do and express more the past stuff? Like, do you feel like you don't really know what you want to rap about in terms of your current life and what's going on right now?
Yeah, my current life is all just... It's so boring, I don't think I can get nothing off. 'Cause my current life is just, doing interviews, doing shows.
Those are boring as shit.
Doing shows, and thinking of ways to tell people about my past. You get what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not ready to do the present Q, give people the present Q yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'd rather wait till I fully grow into that person. Because right now, I'm still new. I just got on like 2011. That's like 3 years,
Yeah.
So I want to let it settle in a little bit more because I still got a lot of shit to talk about.
Do you think you're still processing it in a sense?
Of what? Like
just the attention, the fame, the recognition?
Yeah, I mean, like I still go places by myself. Like I walk around. You may see me walking at a random place. Like I walk everywhere to get shit, like.
Yeah.
So I mean,
because you ain't got no license. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I don't. But yeah, for the most part, like people don't understand. Like sometimes you just don't want to take a picture. Like
Yeah.
You just like, I'm chilling.
I promise that you would take a picture with everyone. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I wouldn't
I'm
mind
joking.
that.
I'm joking.
They real fans. I know they fans. You
Yes,
get what I'm
sir.
saying? I know for sure. Some people, they know me from seeing me on BET or MTV or whatever, like TV, or knowing I'm Kendrick homie, and they just want a picture.
Yeah.
I've been that kid before, like seeing
Yeah.
football players or basketball player. I didn't even like them and just be like, yo, can I get an autograph or a picture? I don't even really know who he is, you know what I'm saying? So,
You're just
like,
like,
for the
he's
most
somebody.
part, yeah, like, if you see me being regular, like, let me be regular. Don't try to run up on me. Like, I ain't got the bodyguard with me. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? None of that. Like, I ain't got none of that type of shit with me. Entourage, like, it's obvious.
Yeah.
I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? Like, just slap hands with me. Let's just chill, you know what I'm saying? Say what's up. So,
Yeah. But you also said like you have such a strong connection to your fans, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
And especially like even like you have a female fan base. You got ladies
Yeah.
in here tonight. Like people, you know, a lot of times artists don't have that. Like what do you think it is about you that connects to your fans that understand it, your vision?
Like I said, I get personal with them. Like I said, you'll see me walking by myself, and I'll say what's up to you. You know?
Yeah.
And if I don't take the picture with you, I apologize to you. You know, like, I'm sorry, I don't want to do that right now. Or,
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying? Look you in the
Yeah.
eyes, like, take my shades off and say, you get what I'm saying? Tell you sorry.
You gonna take your shades off, son?
Nah, these lights, y'all got too many lights. I already
too
know.
bright
I
in
know
the
this
crown?
get
Is it
down.
too bright?
I done did this get down type of get down a lot. Dude. It's too much on the eyes, you know. But yeah, and just, you know, social media. Like I let people into my lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like people know my daughter name.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
I just put it all out there with me. Like I
wanted to
bag
ask
on
you
my
about that.
fans, everything. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
your daughter's Joy, and like she plays. Why do you decide that? Like she's on the album cover, she's all over the album. Like, why do you decide to you know share that with us? And why is she such a part of you? I remember interviewing you before, and you were saying like sometimes she'd be in the studio with you. Like, why do you have that connection that she's so much a part of your musical career?
She inspired it. You know, she driven me to go harder, to be this person. You know.
I mean, it's crazy. Like Prescription, you heard Prescription, right? You recreate this moment, you know, and I've seen this interview. You say you wasn't proud of it, like where you know you're high and like she's daddy trying to wake you out of like a drug-induced coma, like to recreate that. Like was that a tough decision to do that? And this is your actual daughter doing.
Like, you know, you be so focused on making a piece of art or a piece of work. You know what I'm saying? You're so focused on that, you don't really get into the emotions. Of course, music is all about feeling and emotions, but like you don't dig that deep into the emotions until it's all the way put together, and then you hear it on the whole. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was telling her what to say, so it didn't
On
click to me.
Prescription,
Off. I just knew what I wanted to make, but it didn't click with me until like a week ago. Honestly, you know, I knew it was a song that was needed to be there, but I didn't know like the impact of it.
You talked about guests, like, you know, you don't do a lot of, you're very selective about the people, I'm sure, about that fit the vision of what the record is. Like, I want to talk about some of the key collaborations. Like, obviously, you have J-Rock on Lost Awesome, and that's a Pharrell production. I know, like, sometimes, a lot of times with the music itself, you know, TD, you guys don't get a lot of credit that even though you're the rappers, you have a lot of say in the production. So I want to know, like, how much input you have with, like, a Pharrell production, and why was J-Rock the right fit for the Lost Awesome record?
He wanted to work with me, and that was crazy.
Because casual P, you know what I'm saying? P
Nah.
hollered at the kid, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, like
because I'm hot out here.
Nah,
that
P,
happy nigga hollered at me because I'm hot out here.
Nah, P, one of my favorite producers, you know, like.
Yeah.
And that was crazy hearing that he wanted to fuck with me, you know. So we got in the studio. We like fucked with like 3 records. But this one, when I made this record, I just wanted to talk to gang members, like, you know. This one is like one of those that I didn't care if anybody got what I was saying or if they didn't like it. Like, I made this strictly for gang members only. Like, you know what I mean? Like, literally for gang members. That's why I put J-Rock on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're the gang members of the crew, and this is for the gang members, you know? So.
But we can still enjoy it too, though, right, brother? Come on.
I mean, yeah, y'all can enjoy it if y'all want to, but I didn't make it for
the
nobody
gang members.
like that.
It's like a gangster party. It's celebratory.
Yeah.
It's like that dope house party in the hood that you might have been blessed to roll up in, right? Like that's the vibe. It's celebratory, right?
Yeah, Yeah, I got a part 2 to it too.
Oh, word?
Yeah,
Part
me
2?
and Pharrell, we got another one. He doing the hook on the next one.
There's also like, you know, this idea of making hits and hit records and all that. And
Yeah.
I saw something you was like, because I wanted to ask you about collard greens, and like, you know, I saw you was joking, I think with the Breakfast Club about,
Yeah.
I don't really have a hit. You know what I mean? Like you built this great body of work and you've done all this thing and the fans mess with you, but it's like, obviously there's all this pressure to make hits. So when you make a record like collard greens, are you going for a hit? You know, you got Kendrick on there. You're doing like bilingual rap and all types of things. Like what's the process when you're making a record like that?
Nah, of course I want a hit first off, you know, but
Yeah.
second, nah, I'm not in there like, yo, I gotta make this the hit. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm in there just working. Yeah. And I know a hit gonna come to me one day. I mean, my album was a hit. That shit #1. So
Yes, sir.
like that's
Mega hit.
Like, you know, so I ain't tripping.
But how did collard greens come together? Like,
Oh man, I did Collard Greens and Man of the Year the same night.
Really?
But, like I never do songs like 2 songs a night. You know, like I do 1 song.
Yeah, I remember I said
work
so you
on
make
that.
fun of rappers, be like, I knocked out 7 records.
Yeah,
last
like that's
night.
weak. Like well, you have no life. Like you have no story to tell if you knocked out 7 records. Like you just made up a gang of shit on 7 songs. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
But now you hit to collard greens.
yeah. I went to the studio. Top said we needed a single, cause at first I was gonna do the whole album like kind of no single, like maybe just 1 single. But he wanted another one. So I did Collard Greens and I did Man of the Year in the same night.
Yeah.
I'm like, these sound more single material, but it was still like,
Still you.
I compromised with doing a single, but I didn't compromise on what record I wanted to make.
Yes.
Like they couldn't tell me like, here, do a song with this nigga, or you gotta do a song with that nigga.
Can't do a song with this nigga.
Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So, like, they just wanted me to have another single, and I just did it my way, you know. Unfortunately, that motherfucker was a dud.
You think so? I fuck with it. You don't like that collard greens? Come on. I thought.
Nah, I'm just fucking around, like I
As a
said.
single,
that.
as a
Like
single.
it was a big song. Don't get me wrong. Like it's a difference from hit records and big songs. You know, like Man of the Year is a big song. Hands on the Wheel was a big song.
Yeah.
There You Go was a big song. Collard Greens was a big song. You know, like, but them shits wasn't hits.
I saw you also got a dope record with 2 Chainz, man. That's What They Want. And I saw you was like, you was kind of getting heated at people that were like surprised, like, why you make a record with 2 Chainz, blah, blah. Why do you think that worked? Because I felt like he came off on that record, you came off on that record, and that What They Want record is very high. Like, why do you think that chemistry worked between you and 2 Chainz?
Because I make good music and I sent it to him. You know what I'm saying? If you make dope shit, it's gonna work regardless. I sent that shit to him. He sent it back. That's
But
simple.
do you get nervous when you send somebody thing to get a verse back? Like
Hell
that verse
yeah.
better be hot. Like
Hell
gotta get
yeah,
it, like-
hell yeah. Like, cause you don't want to tell nobody like, yo, I'm gonna take the verse off. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
you was like,
yeah, I
this
be
is
nervous.
shit, and then it came in, you was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but nah, I knew he was gonna deliver. Like that's why I asked him to be on it. You know,
Yeah.
when I first did the song, I didn't have no title to it. Like I named the title like last minute when we had to turn in the track listing.
Yeah.
Cause that first, it was just called "Get 2 Chainz on It." You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Cause I'm like,
That's a
damn.
good title though.
You know what I mean? I'm like, man, when I was writing to it and making, I'm like, man, 2 Chainz just sound hard on this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's when the engineer asked me what you want to call it. So I was like, get 2 Chainz on it. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, that's why the title's so weak too. Like What They Want. I wish I didn't name it that. Like that sucked. Like it was last minute punch. Like, yo, what you want to call the 2 Chainz? I'm like, What They Want. Okay.
Yo, he said something about the girl being egregious and shit on the record. That shit cracks me up.
Yeah.
It's wordplay. It's like, how did the Purge come together? And you put Corrupt in that record? Like, talk about that record.
Well, me and Tyler, we've been trying to work with shit. You know, like Earl Sweatshirt kind of like
that's
put
your
us
homie,
together.
right?
Yeah. He kind of like made it a comfort zone to where like we could reach out to each other, you know, because I was cool with Earl and he knew, and I knew he was down with Earl. So anyway, long story short, we over Twitter or whatever, he like, yo, I got a beat that you would sound dope on.
Yeah.
So he sends me like 3 other beats, you know what I'm saying? And then I work on that record, The Purge, you know what I mean? And I send it to him. Then he was like gone somewhere, and he didn't listen to it for like a long time. So I'm stressing trying to get the session and all this shit. One day he just hit me out the blue. I was about to scratch the record. So I'm like, man, this nigga playing. He ain't sending the session or nothing. You get what I'm saying?
Come on,
And then,
Tyler.
then he finally hit me, and it was like, you know, he fucked with it, and he was sending the session over, and we was about to get the paperwork right. But before we did that, some just said Corrupt need to be on this. Like,
Corrupt.
I wanted
yeah.
Snoop, Daz, or Corrupt, or even Quick, like whoever I can get from the coast that was a OG, you know, for me coming up. Like, I felt it was necessary that they needed to be on that. It was like, gave me that old gangster rap feel, like, you know, some real G shit.
No, they came together great.
Hell
You also
yeah.
show love. Speaking of OG, show love to the East with Raekwon
Yeah.
on the Blind Dress record.
Yeah.
Like, what made that right to get the woo up in there?
We ran into each other in the elevator. You know what I'm saying?
You and Shala in the elevator?
Nah, I don't know where we was at, but we ran into each other in the elevator. I wasn't gonna say nothing to him because like all New York rappers, like all them niggas think they like Michael Jackson and shit. Niggas be walking right by you and shit. Like a nigga will walk right by you, like,
Excuse me, young nigga.
like you be like, what's up, my nigga? Oh, like damn. Like, could have sworn you just opened up for me like last week. But yeah, them niggas, they be, you know, a lot of New York rappers, they be, you know, that's why I wasn't gonna say nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sitting on the elevator like I ain't saying nothing to that nigga. He gonna serve me just like all the rest of these niggas serve me. He say something like, yo, I fuck with you, but I'm like, cool.
Broke the
Yeah,
ice real quick.
yeah, like he ain't gonna serve me. I'm good. He ain't gonna kill me. So anyway, said we're gonna get one in or whatever. We changed info. Like 3 months later, I finally got the right record.
Yeah.
He was overseas. Sent it to him. He sent it back. And that was that.
You hard on other rappers, but the irony of it, I always say with you is like you mess with, besides your clique, obviously, and TD and Black Hippie, you know, which is something you put together. We'll talk about that in a minute, but you have a lot of great rapper relationships. Like you fuck with cats from Tyga to Earl to, you know, Danny Brown. Like there is a community, and like there's a lot of cats that they be surprised that I feel like a lot of ways you're kind of the bridge of a lot of relationships in some sense.
Like I hang with people that's like kind of like me in a sense, you know, that I can relate to, or people that don't, like niggas that's not media whores, you know, like my nigga, like we don't care, like niggas that don't care about being on a magazine or like, you know, like
Doing crowns and shit.
No. Like you know what I'm saying though, like doing
don't
like
want that shine like that.
Yeah, like you know,
Not
in the club,
thirsty. Not
30
thirsty.
bottles and shit. Like you ain't about to drink 30.
Yo, they don't
bottles,
even know
bro.
there's like an after party. We could be doing after parties. Q don't do no after parties.
Fuck
man. Like,
no, I ain't doing.
they
no
trying to
after
get us in
party.
Greenhouse and shit. Do the Crown after party.
Yeah, I don't do club appearances. I done
Yeah.
turned down so much money at club appearances because it's just not my shit. Like I don't like going to clubs and being around all them people being thirsty. Like it's just a whole thirsty scene. Like clubs are really just a thirsty scene. Like niggas is walking around with bottles and shit. Like what the fuck? Like you about to drink all that? Like damn. Like why is
What
the
are those
bottles?
sparklers too? What are those sparklers?
Yeah, like why are the bottles $1,000? Like, bro, I know I make a lot of money, but I'm not giving you $1,000 for no bottle, bro. It's not about to happen. Like, not at all. Like, not one bit. I'm not paying for no table. I'm not doing none of that. Like,
No, but if they offer you money to go and give you bottles and you don't really even drink like that, so
but
you're like, I
still,
don't want that. Like,
but still, I just don't like the whole environment. It's just not my get out. You know, I'm chill. Like I smoke weed. It's too much moving and people like, you know what I'm saying, and spilling shit on you and shit like that. Like, just hit some weed. Like, why you niggas all drunk? Like why niggas always gotta be drunk in that motherfucker? Like, why niggas can't go to that motherfucker high? Like,
so all your rapper friends are kind of anti that, like the Mac Millers.
Yeah. All my homies, nobody do the club shit.
So that's how you could be a rapper friend to ScHoolboy Q.
Yeah, don't party.
But you also rep that thing on your chest, man, that TD
Yeah.
thing, man, that Top Dog Entertainment. Talk about, the state of things, because I think that people like are fascinated. Obviously, it's, Kendricks Impact has been amazing, and like, obviously that leads all eyes on you guys. How has Kendrick's success affected your career and your life, you think, in the whole situation?
He inspired me, He gave me like the alley-oop, I was just hype man and shit, so I was getting exposure just by like being with him, people knowing who I am, me being a familiar face that's always around him. Yeah. Same as J-Rock, like J-Rock the one that started, like J-Rock started the camp off Kendrick, like, he just jumped up in the ranks, So did I, like I was the last one to come to TD.
Yeah.
And I was the second one to drop a major album on the label,
It might be the first number one. First number one.
Yeah, no, it is the first number one.
First number one.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta wait till Tuesday. We excited. We gotta.
Number one.
Yo, your man Kid Cudi tried to come out of nowhere.
Number one.
You like that? Was it all right?
Number one. Kid Cudi is one of my favorite artists.
Yeah.
Like, I got the album.
Okay.
I really got the album. I brought his album before I brought mine.
Wow. Because you knew your shit already. You was like.
yeah. I already knew mine was number one. I want to hear tell you something. I was just playing.
You've given respect to like, Drake's and the Kanye's and like, we build this thing in this competitive thing of like, now with Kendrick's ascension, like, people have to have the argument, is he better than Drake? Who's better? And then Kanye's part of that. Like, what do you make of that? Do you feel like it's just some kind of thing that the fans are just excited and they're kind of just fueling all that type of talk?
Nah, man, that's media, dog. Like, media is stupid. Like, if it was up to me, I would never do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is, like, really stupid. Like, these niggas be putting shit on websites. Like, I could say something like, for example, how we was just talking just now, and I said, I'm going to be number one, and you said something about Cudi, right?
Yeah.
It'll be on the website tomorrow. ScHoolboy Q says he's number one over Cudi. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, thirsty shit like that. Like, that, knowing that wasn't the meaning. You get what I'm saying? What I said it. Just to get traffic to come to the website. And so some people don't even read the article. They just see the headline, and they just keep scrolling down. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. They just see it. Oh, Q just shit it on Cudi. They see it, and they scroll down. Or go on Twitter. What's wrong with this nigga? He's stupid. But you get what I'm saying? Like nigga, and that's why I hate media. Like, they do stupid shit. Like, you got to be careful what you say, even though I keep it all the way 100. Yes, you got to keep it 100 in a safe way now, because niggas will make you seem like you getting at somebody.
Yeah.
Like, I just seen it today. ScHoolboy Q says what he hates about Kendrick Lamar. Like, nigga, you asked me that in a joking way. We was joking. Yeah. But you put it out there.
Kendrick moved from the throne, you make a record.
But you put it out there like, I'm mad. You get what I'm saying? Like, niggas is burnt out. That's why I hate media. Like, they try to tear you down any way they can. So I hate media.
But you do a lot of media though. You do a lot of interviews.
Yeah, that's because Top want me to do it. For me, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it, dog. I just do stuff for my fans. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. That's all I'm here for is my fans. Like, I'm not here to do, be flashy. Like, I don't even have a car. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even got a watch on right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing.
You're a snazzy dresser though, man.
I mean, I know how to put clothes together, but for the most part, like, I'm a regular ass nigga. You feel me?